Hello and welcome to Kasuki's Minecraft 101. These videos are going to be instructional videos due to the fact that I know that learning Minecraft can be challenging. I'm going to presume that you have a basic working knowledge of Minecraft with things. Please excuse how noisy it is, but it's too hot to close the window. So today I thought we'd talk about power, because that's quite an important thing. Okay, so let's go. So first of all, in your early game, you don't have a lot of resources, but you are fed up of how slow the normal furnace is, and you want to process your ores a bit easier. So the best way to do this is to get yourself a alloy furnace, and it works like a normal furnace. You put your ores in and it'll smelt a lot quicker than the stone furnace. However, this thing needs power, i.e. what we're going to be talking about today. So there are different types of starting generator that you can use, which is you've got the coal generator or a Stirling generator or another coal generator. Essentially, these things work the same way, so it's down to personal choice to which one you decide to use. I'm going to show you the recipe for each one, so that you can just make your own minds up. Okay. So first of all, we've got the coal. We've got two coal generators. Okay, with the same name. The first one is the Action Editions one. Okay. And this is the recipe. Okay, so you can have cobblestone or smooth stone. It's just cobblestone. 2 coal, iron casing. Now the iron casing is all you need for that is 4 iron, 4 sticks, and a piece of black quartz. Now black quartz you'll find in the world as an ore. You just smelt it and then you'll get this. Okay, so that's the easiest one. Okay. Then you've got the other one, which is, I'd say they're about the same, sort of recipe wise. You've got the coal there, redstone torch, which all a redstone torch is a stick and a piece of redstone. Then you've got the machine casing, which is blue dye, which is, you can use lapis for that. Lapis. Iron ingots and a gold and 2 gold nuggets. Yeah. And they're really both the same. They both work exactly the same. There isn't a lot of difference at all. The Stirling generator is, in its own way, the same sort of thing. So I'll show you the recipe to that one. I say it's down to personal choice, really. I mean, I prefer the coal generator to the Stirling. That's if I can spell the bloody thing. Hang on. You see, my maths is absolutely awful, as you've probably noticed. Okay. So, basically, right. You see how bad my spelling can be. So the Stirling generator, it is. That's not the Stirling generator. That's the Stirling generator. It's recipe wise, it's not too bad. In fact, it's actually better than the other two. All you need is stone, iron gear, a piston, and a furnace. So start a game. That's probably the easiest one to make. It works exactly the same way as the coal generator. So for instance, if I show you on this, you put coal in, it generates, okay? It works exactly the same way. These work exactly the same way, okay? Now you're generating that power. Where are you going to store it? Well, for that you need a capacitor, okay, which is this thing, okay. Okay, now this is a capacitor. This basically you hook this up to your generator. Your generator will then transfer power into this, where it is stored until your machine needs to use it. Okay, that's the easiest way of putting it. Okay. Okay, so this is the oil generator. Okay, now there's a bit of a process for this one to get it working, which I will show you in just a minute. Okay, basically it runs on oil. Okay, it runs on 7 different types of oil. Right, it's a whole process with it. So. Right, so as you can see, it's now generating 100 RF per tick. This isn't the most, how would you put it, this is probably the most resourcing one that you can do. However, there are things that you can do that you can make the oil better. You can improve the oil, which is a process I will show you now. I'll be back in a second once I've set it up. Right, so there's another stage to the oil you can do, which is called the fragmenting. So basically, please bear in mind that all these need power, with the exception of the oil generator, which generates power. So you will need a small amount of power to be able to do this, but once you've got the oil generator generating, you can loop it back so you've got some power, so it will power itself essentially once you get going. So basically now I've got all the canola I need. I've grown the canola. Okay, so I've grown the canola. Okay, and I've put it into the press. Okay, and as you can see now, look, it's minutes are going in and then it's going out again. This is now going into the fragmenter, as you can see, which is now fragmenting the oil and is turning it into a better type of oil. Okay, well, I think it is. Right, so that's now making it into oil. Got canola oil, which makes it now makes it into oil, which has a better burn rate, which means you'll be able to generate a bit more power. Now, if I were you, I would have more generators, more presses, and more fragmenting barrels, which means because you need as much of this oil as you can get your hands on, and unfortunately, it doesn't have an EMC. Now there is other processes where you can make the seeds. You've got the seeds here. You can make them into crystallized and empowered. Unfortunately, at this moment in time, I don't actually know how you do it. I will admit it, I don't know. So I'll probably have to make another video on that probably tomorrow once I've worked it out. Okay, so moving on anyway. This works the same way to get power out. You just add some conduit. You just add some conduit to it like this, and then another, say, capacitor like that. Then again, you just attach it to the capacitor. There you go, you've got power being implemented. Okay, it's a long-winded thing, but if you can get enough canola, it's a very efficient system. So that's that. Okay. So the next one, which I've already set up over here, is the steam dynamos. Now these are just individual generators linked together to make one big one. So first of all, it's a steam generator. So what do you need to make steam? Obviously water. Okay, so each one has to be supplied with water with fluid conduit. Okay, and as you can see, they're all linked together with energy conduit. Okay, and another thing you need is fuel, like a steam engine. Or do you have what powers a steam engine? Yep, steam. And you get coal. Okay, so coal will generate, each and every one of these needs water and coal. But once they're finished, they see they've got an internal buffer of 40,000. Okay, now all this will you can input into a capacitor. As you can see, this is now fully charged with 3000 RF. Okay, and all that is piped into this, and then it's piped out to your machines. Okay, so that's a nice easy one to do. Okay, so it's not as hard as you might think. Then you got the extreme generators, which I will show you in due course. There are other things in the game that you can do, but they are very, very complicated. And in all honesty, I'm not an expert myself. Okay, so let's move on. And we're back. Right, so this is the extreme generators mod. This one is a little bit more complicated, but it is modular, so you can make it as big. It can make them absolutely huge or as small as you need them. I suggest you start off 4x4 by 6 or something like that, but I'll show you anyway. So the first thing is the base. This is important. You must have the base. Okay. Now I've set it up for a reason like this, for the middle, because you want these 3 middle. So for instance, you'll have, say, blocks all the way around, okay, like that, and then in the middle, like over here, look, you'll have the control rods, right? These are important, so don't you put these in the middle, okay? Then this is down to choice. You can put these anywhere within reason in the block, as long as it's above the bottom block. Okay, so this is the output. You've got the fuel input and the fuel output, and the controller. Now this is the nerve centre of the whole thing. As you see, it won't let me connect it. Okay, so that's really, really important. Those are the requirements that you need. Okay, so as you can see, this is a fully completed one. Okay, so you've got the glass is optionally. You can just fill it in if you don't want to see the inside. Okay, you've got the input and the output, the power output, and the controller. Now this is the nerve centre of the whole thing. Okay, so it tells you how much fuel you've got, the temperature, the core temperature, and how much power is in the device. Right now, on the top, you've got these. These are really important. Now these are the control rods. I will show you what they do in just a second. So I'm going to put some fuel in and power it up so I can show you what it's like. Okay. So for this you need something called yellerite. Okay. So for this you need yellerite. Okay. Now you will need to get this and refine it. It's widely available. It also has an EMC, so you can, if you can get one, you can put it in the condenser. Okay, so you open up the port. Now the yellow is the input of fuel. Okay, now you'll notice that's successful when that goes. Yeah, it goes yellow. Now you notice with all these, right? Okay, they're all plain, but you look around the outside of this one, and it's got a texture. That means that it's formed, right? If these patterns don't show up, there's something wrong. Okay, so now as you can see, the yellow light's in the bottom. The yellow light's got in, and it's taking it off. Okay, so there's not a lot you can do. If you want to get the fuel back for whatever reason, if you click eject fuel, okay, and it'll come out as yellow light again. But you notice it'll come out as a different colour. It doesn't matter. It still works. Okay. So as you can see now, right, the reactor's ready to go. So what you do now is you go down to the controller. As you can see, it'll now tell you that it's got full. You want it to auto eject the waste, and then you want to activate. So as soon as you activate, as you can see, the heat rises, and now you're generating power. Okay, so to get the way you get this power is very much like this one over here. You get yourself some conduit. Okay, and all you do is you come to this point here, select it like that, okay, and then you do the same as you do with the other ones. You put a capacitor on it, right? Now there are different types of capacitor that I was going to explain to you as well. You have the basic capacitor, which has a maximum output of 1000 RF, but that's only one. I mean, if you put them together, they will get better. Then you have a million, another one, which is here, which is 5 million RF. Again, you can put them together, and it'll be double that per block. So per block, if you say have two, you'll get 10,000 RF. If you only have two basic ones, you'll get 2 million RF. Okay, and then they get more complicated as you go on. So basically they're just more expensive versions, but they are better, so you can upgrade as you need to go. So we're just going to go with a basic one for now. Okay, I'm going to put 3 on this like I did on the other one. And as you can see, that's charging up quite nicely. Okay, now as I say, this generator has its own internal buffer like all the others, but that gives you quite a lot of leeway. Okay, now it will give you weight. You will get waste from this, but I don't think it's got any at the moment. No. Okay, so it'll auto eject waste there. Okay, and then again, all you need to do is say to output from here, attach it to your main system. Okay, there we go. So that's that bit. So I hope this helps. I thank you for watching. There's more to come. I know this was only really rudimentary. There was not a lot of content in it, but I decided to keep it simple for the first video. There are many different other types of creeper. There's many different types of generator you can use. In the next video, I'll talk about some of the other power generation mods we had. I'm afraid I've hit the time limit, so thanks for watching, and I will see you again very soon. If you like the video, please like and subscribe and leave me a message. If there's any particular subjects you'd like me to cover, please leave a message in the comments below, and I'll see you again soon. Bye now.